Here we are back with some reference photos for mouth and teeth, and we're going to be drawing, I'll be showing you two mouths today and talking about how to draw a mouth, and you guys are going to be drawing three mouths and shading the mouth. So you'll need an eraser, you'll need a pencil, and maybe your blender if you like. So you'll see in Schoology there are there's an attachment with some references, lots and lots of mouths, some with teeth, some closed, just showing the lips. So you're going to choose three of these, and one of them, at least one, needs to be a shot of teeth. So I'm going to be drawing this one right here as my closed mouth. And I'll be drawing this one right here. Both of these are on the front page of the open mouth. So first let's talk about just mouths. So think of the mouth as, well, there's a lot of different ways we can think of it. So one of the ways is to think of it as that cylinder form. So we've already done some shading with basic forms, and the cylinder is a basic form that we've shaded already. So think of this cylinder that just got turned on its side. It got stretched out a little bit and maybe bent, and then the corners got squeezed. So this is sort of the form of the bottom lip. The top lip just got sort of bent and formed and squeezed a different direction. So think of the lips as two sort of bent sideways cylinders. And we want to get them to look like there's little bumps in them. Another way to think about lips is as a combination of spheres or sort of spherical shapes. So a lot of people will start with lips thinking of them as these spheres sort of grouped together, so that as we get, you know, the philtrum, that dented or like divot in the lips here, and we bring it out to the side, so we sort of go around these forms. We might have the center of the lips here, right where those come together, and then we have the bottom lip sort of coming around the bottom edge. And the lips are really wide in the center, and these help to get us that width in the middle, and they come down into a very narrow point on the two sides. Another way to think of it, maybe more complexly, is just a bigger grouping of circles with three on the bottom, three on the top. And yet the last way you can think of it as a grouping of sort of these bent cone forms with spheres in the center. And then just imagine those all pushing in together to form the lips. So though when I'm drawing the lips, I usually don't draw them out with all these, but these are good studies and good ways of thinking about lips. So just drawing a pair of lips. So I'm going to start with the closed mouth, and I am looking at, fold this over here, I am looking at this lip right here. So I like to start with the top section and the top shape. Some people will actually start, and this is kind of beneficial too, you might want to try it if the way I do it doesn't work. Some people will start with the line in the center, which will work too. So I kind of give myself the shape of the philtrum, which is that curve. And then I might even maybe think about, you know, how far is the philtrum higher than the corner? Is there a slope downward in the corner of the lips? And in this case there is. And the lips come down. And again, I'm drawing lightly so that when I make mistakes, which inevitably I will, I can make corrections pretty easily. And I'm seeing this side of the shape here because her lips are sort of drawn back into just a little bit of a smile. So I see this sort of shape here, and I'll leave the corners alone for now. So I think I've got this pretty decent here. And then I want to look at the thickness or the distance between the top and bottom here of that upper lip, and how thick is it. And so I'll start usually in the middle where it's wider, and then kind of go out toward the side edges. So in this one, it kind of looks like it goes to a corner. In this one, it kind of comes up and around a little. And then I want to look at what's the difference between the width of or the thickness of the upper lip compared to the lower lip. For some people, the upper lip is bigger. For some people, the lower lip is bigger. For some people, it's pretty close to being the same. So you just have to look at the set of lips that you're actually drawing. There is no formula for everybody's lips being the same. They're all really unique. So this one's just slightly bigger. So I might kind of look at what I have here and then kind of give myself a guideline here about where maybe I want the middle to come down to. And again, I'll start in the middle and kind of work my way out and into those corners. And just look at the shape. It kind of flattens out along the bottom here and then goes up into the corners. So there I've got the basic shape of my lips. Now I want to start shading. So there's a couple of things I notice. A lot of times, and this is true in this case, the upper lip is a little darker and the bottom lip will receive a little more lighting. So we'll talk about shading in the next video.